As we enter the later chapters of life, many people face the challenging yet inevitable reality of aging. The body begins to change, and with these changes often come fears of decline, illness, and lost vitality. However, one of the greatest mistakes individuals make during this time is neglecting their physical health. Often, it is a slow, gradual process, beginning with a missed workout or a skipped health checkup, but eventually leading to a deeper, more entrenched apathy toward one's physical well-being. In truth, this neglect isn't just about missing out on physical health. It is about failing to invest in the very essence of a vibrant, energetic life. But here's the good news. These pitfalls are entirely avoidable, and with small, deliberate actions, the golden years can be filled with vitality, energy, and passion. The importance of regular exercise. In our younger years, we may have taken our bodies for granted, relying on the inherent strength and stamina of youth. However, as we grow older, the necessity of regular exercise becomes even more critical. It is a mistake to assume that aging inevitably means less activity or physical vigor. In fact, maintaining an active lifestyle throughout the golden years is one of the most powerful ways to preserve health, vitality, and independence. It may seem difficult at first, especially when one is dealing with aches, pains, or limitations that come with aging, but regular physical activity has proven to combat the effects of aging on the body in ways that go beyond mere muscle strength. Simple activities like walking, swimming, or yoga have profound benefits. Walking, for instance, is one of the most accessible exercises and one that nearly everyone can do. Whether it's taking a stroll through the park, pacing around the house, or simply moving around more during the day, it's an excellent way to enhance cardiovascular health, improve mobility, and increase stamina. Swimming, with its low-impact movements, strengthens muscles and improves flexibility, while reducing the risk of joint pain and strain. Yoga, on the other hand, promotes balance and flexibility, two aspects of physical health that are often overlooked but vital as we age. These activities, when practiced regularly, contribute to improved circulation, enhanced brain function, and better mood regulation. The true power of regular physical activity is in its cumulative effect. Small actions add up over time, building momentum toward a healthier and more active lifestyle. For older adults, exercise should focus on more than just muscle strength. It should incorporate flexibility, balance, and aerobic conditioning, all of which are vital for maintaining a sense of independence. Importantly, these activities should be enjoyable. Whether it's dancing, cycling, or even just participating in community fitness events, the key is finding something that excites and motivates. Diet and nutrition, fueling the body for longevity. Another critical element to maintaining physical health is diet. In our youth, we might have gotten by on convenience foods and fast snacks, but as we age, our dietary needs shift. The body's metabolism slows down, and the ability to retain muscle mass and stay energized becomes more challenging. A balanced, nutrient-dense diet becomes a key to sustaining energy levels, maintaining mental clarity, and preventing the onset of age-related illnesses. Eating a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats is vital for providing the body with the essential nutrients it needs to function at its best. A variety of colorful vegetables, fruits, and whole grains can support immune function, promote healthy digestion, and reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and hypertension. Including healthy fats, like those found in olive oil, avocados, and nuts, helps keep the brain sharp and supports joint health, which is especially important for older adults. One mistake many older adults make is underestimating the importance of hydration. Dehydration can be a significant issue in the golden years, as the body's ability to retain fluids diminishes over time. Dehydration can lead to fatigue, confusion, and a higher risk of falls. Drinking enough water, along with consuming hydrating foods like cucumbers, tomatoes, and watermelons, can help combat dehydration and its negative effects. Many may also neglect to get adequate calcium and vitamin D, both of which are crucial for bone health. Foods like dairy, leafy greens, and fortified plant-based milk, as well as taking vitamin D supplements, can ensure that bones stay strong and prevent conditions like osteoporosis. When it comes to eating habits, moderation is key. It's easy to fall into the trap of indulging in comfort foods or emotional eating, but these habits can significantly undermine health as we age. Gradually reducing sugar intake and focusing on nutrient-dense foods instead of processed ones can promote better overall health. Eating smaller, more frequent meals may also help maintain energy levels throughout the day, preventing the sluggishness that often accompanies overeating. The need for rest and quality. Sleep is another often neglected aspect of physical health, and it's especially important as we age. Getting enough quality sleep is essential for maintaining cognitive function, boosting mood, and supporting immune health. Yet, many older adults find themselves getting less rest as they get older, whether it's due to health conditions, medication side effects, or simply the stress of life. The consequences of poor sleep can range from irritability and mood swings to more severe outcomes such as cognitive decline or chronic conditions like hypertension. To combat this, it's essential to create a sleep routine that promotes relaxation and restorative rest. This can include simple strategies like setting a regular sleep schedule, avoiding caffeine or heavy meals before bedtime, and creating a calm, quiet sleep environment. Reducing exposure to screens in the evening, particularly the blue light emitted by phones, tablets, and computers, can also improve sleep quality. Furthermore, mindfulness practices like meditation or deep breathing exercises can help quiet the mind before bed, making it easier to fall into deep, restorative sleep. For those experiencing chronic sleep problems or insomnia, it's important to address these issues with a healthcare professional. They can offer solutions like cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, or recommend sleep aids if necessary. Getting adequate sleep is essential for overall health, and by prioritizing rest, older adults can feel more energized, focused, and mentally sharp. The ripple effect of neglecting physical health. The most serious consequence of neglecting physical health is not just the physical deterioration itself, but the profound impact it has on mental well-being. Poor physical health can lead to feelings of frustration, helplessness, and a diminished sense of purpose. When the body no longer functions at its full potential, it can steal away a sense of autonomy and joy, leaving individuals feeling trapped in their aging bodies. A lack of mobility, energy, or independence can lead to isolation, depression, and a decline in mental health. On the other hand, by prioritizing physical health, individuals unlock an entirely new dimension of well-being. Regular exercise, healthy eating habits, and restorative sleep contribute to a stronger body, a clearer mind, and a more positive outlook on life. In fact, research shows that physical activity is one of the most powerful ways to fight depression and anxiety in older adults. Regular exercise increases endorphins, the body's natural mood boosters, and improves brain function, leading to better emotional resilience. Beyond the individual level, maintaining physical health can have broader implications. Healthy, active older adults are more likely to stay engaged in their communities, enjoy social interactions, and contribute to family and society. They become role models for others, showing that aging doesn't have to mean a loss of vibrancy, vitality, or purpose. By taking care of their bodies, older adults can embrace aging with confidence, knowing that they are doing everything in their power to enjoy their later years to the fullest. The importance of support and social connections. Maintaining strong social connections and seeking support from loved ones can also play a vital role in maintaining physical health. Research has shown that individuals who maintain a healthy social network are more likely to engage in physical activity, eat well, and prioritize their health overall. Social connections provide a support system that can encourage healthier choices, provide emotional comfort, and hold individuals accountable to their health goals. One of the most important strategies for staying healthy in old age is reaching out for help when needed. Whether it's asking a friend to join you for a walk or seeking professional guidance for your health, support from others is invaluable. It's never too late to nurture your body, mind, and spirit, and there is no shame in asking for help along the way. In conclusion, the mistake of neglecting physical health during the golden years is one that can have far-reaching consequences, not just for the body, but for the mind and spirit as well. By incorporating regular exercise, healthy eating, quality sleep, and support from loved ones, older adults can maintain vitality, independence, and joy throughout their later years. Embracing this journey wholeheartedly, with dedication and care, unlocks the doors to a life filled with purpose, connection, and adventure. By treating your body with the love and respect it deserves, you give yourself the gift of a vibrant, fulfilling life, one that will continue to shine brightly for years to come. The overlooked mental health crisis in older adults. For many, the later years of life are seen as a time of reflection, relaxation, and enjoyment of the fruits of one's labor. However, this period can also bring with it a host of emotional and psychological challenges that are frequently overlooked or dismissed by both society and the individuals experiencing them. Older adults are particularly vulnerable to mental health issues such as depression, anxiety, and loneliness, which can arise from various factors such as health problems, loss of loved ones, and changes in living arrangements. One of the most common mental health challenges in old age is depression. It's a misconception that depression is simply a normal part of aging. In reality, depression in older adults can be just as debilitating as it is in younger individuals, if not more so. According to the National Institute on Aging, NIA, depression affects about 7 million Americans aged 65 or older. Yet depression among older adults is often underdiagnosed and undertreated. The symptoms of depression in older adults may look different than those in younger people. For instance, rather than feeling sadness or hopelessness, older individuals may experience physical symptoms such as fatigue, unexplained aches and pains, or changes in sleep and appetite. Moreover, the stigma surrounding mental health in older adults can discourage them from seeking help. Older individuals may feel that they should simply tough it out, or that mental health issues are a sign of weakness. This societal expectation can make it incredibly difficult for them to reach out for help, even when their mental health is clearly suffering. In some cases, older adults may believe that depression is just something they have to accept as they get older, leading them to endure their pain in silence. This can lead to severe consequences, including diminished quality of life, social withdrawal, and even suicidal ideation. The connection between mental and physical health. The relationship between mental and physical health is deeply intertwined, especially in later years. Poor mental health can have significant consequences on physical health and vice versa. For example, Untreated depression can lead to chronic conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, and high blood pressure. The mental and emotional toll of living with constant sadness or anxiety can result in physical manifestations such as fatigue, loss of appetite, or changes in sleep patterns, all of which can contribute to the decline of physical health. Similarly, chronic physical conditions such as arthritis, diabetes, or mobility issues can exacerbate feelings of isolation, depression, and anxiety. When an individual's ability to engage in activities they once enjoyed is limited, it can lead to feelings of frustration and hopelessness, which only serve to worsen their mental health. This creates a dangerous cycle where poor physical health leads to poor mental health, and poor mental health contributes to a further decline in physical health. Research has shown that there is a strong correlation between mental and physical health in older adults. For instance, a study published in the Journal of Aging and Health found that older adults who were depressed were more likely to suffer from chronic conditions such as hypertension and diabetes. Furthermore, these conditions were more likely to become worse for those suffering from depression, leading to a vicious cycle of declining health. This highlights the critical need for integrated care that addresses both physical and mental health in older adults. Loneliness, the silent epidemic. Perhaps one of the most pervasive mental health challenges in old age is loneliness. Loneliness is a serious issue that affects millions of older adults worldwide. It is often triggered by the loss of a spouse, close friends, or family members, and the decreasing ability to socialize as mobility or health issues interfere with daily activities. The sense of isolation that comes with loneliness can be profoundly damaging to one's mental and physical health. Research has shown that loneliness is linked to a range of health problems, including increased risk of heart disease, stroke, depression, and even dementia. A study conducted by AARP found that nearly 1/3 of people aged 45 and older report feeling lonely. This is a staggering number, especially considering the profound impact loneliness can have on an individual's well-being. Loneliness is not just about the absence of social contact. It is about the perceived lack of meaningful relationships and emotional connection. Older adults who feel disconnected from others are more likely to suffer from depression, anxiety, and even cognitive decline. It's important to understand that loneliness in old age is not just a result of physical isolation, but also of emotional disconnection. Many older adults feel that they no longer have a place in society, and this sense of irrelevance can lead to deep feelings of loneliness and despair. Social isolation can also result from physical disabilities, limited transportation options, or living in an area with few opportunities for social engagement. Regardless of the cause, loneliness can have a profound and lasting impact on one's mental health and overall quality of life. Breaking the stigma. The need for open conversations. One of the biggest barriers to addressing mental health issues in older adults is the stigma surrounding it. Mental health in old age is often overlooked or misunderstood by both society and the individuals affected by it. The stigma surrounding mental health in the elderly stems from several factors, including cultural norms, generational attitudes, and a lack of understanding about the specific challenges that older adults face. For instance, many older individuals grew up in a time when mental health issues were not openly discussed, and seeking help for emotional struggles was seen as a sign of weakness or a personal failure. As a result, many older adults continue to internalize this stigma, leading them to avoid discussing their mental health or seeking professional help. This can be particularly damaging in a society that tends to neglect the needs of the elderly, leaving them to navigate their emotional challenges in silence. It is crucial to challenge these outdated attitudes and promote open and honest conversations about mental health in older adults. Only by breaking down the stigma can we create an environment where older individuals feel comfortable seeking the support and care they need. Seeking help. The importance of professional support. When it comes to addressing mental health in old age, seeking professional help is vital. Therapy, counseling, and psychiatric treatment can play a crucial role in helping older adults navigate the emotional and psychological challenges they face. It's important to remember that mental health issues are not a sign of weakness, but a natural part of life that can be managed with the right support. Older adults should be encouraged to seek professional help if they experience symptoms of depression, anxiety, or loneliness. Mental health professionals who specialize in geriatric care can provide tailored treatment plans that address the unique needs of older adults. Additionally, support groups, peer counseling, and community programs can offer a sense of connection and belonging, helping older adults build a network of support and reduce feelings of isolation. The impact of mental health in old age. For many older adults, the transition into later years is a time of reflection. It's a period when memories of youth, family, and careers come to the forefront. However, while this reflection can be filled with joy, it can also bring a sense of grief, loneliness, or anxiety as the inevitable realities of aging become more evident. The loss of a spouse, close friends, or even one's independence can trigger feelings of isolation, depression, and profound sadness. The tendency to brush off these feelings as normal or as part of the aging process can have harmful consequences. Depression, anxiety, and feelings of loneliness are not inevitable parts of getting older. They are treatable and, when addressed properly, can be alleviated. The physical aging process can lead to changes in brain chemistry and cognition, which, when combined with external factors like health problems or bereavement, may trigger or worsen mental health issues. Studies indicate that depression and anxiety are among the most common mental health disorders in older adults, yet they are often underdiagnosed or untreated. Instead of seeking help, many elderly people feel the pressure to grin and bear it, dismissing the need for mental health support. This reluctance often stems from a societal view that aging comes with diminished expectations for emotional health. In reality, the older years are just as valuable a time to work on emotional well-being as any other stage of life. Seeking help, a powerful act of self-care. Despite the stigma that may exist around seeking help, it is critical for older adults to recognize that asking for support is not a weakness, but an act of wisdom and self-respect. Just as physical health requires regular checkups, so too does mental health. Seeking professional therapy, joining a support group, or practicing meditation and mindfulness are just a few ways to ensure that mental health remains a priority. Therapy is often an underutilized tool in managing emotional well-being, particularly in older adults who may have spent much of their lives without ever considering psychological counseling as part of self-care. Yet, therapy can provide a space for individuals to process grief, combat loneliness, and work through deep-seated anxieties. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, in particular, has proven to be an effective treatment for depression and anxiety in older adults. CBT helps individuals identify negative thought patterns and behaviors and provides them with the tools to reframe their thinking in more positive, constructive ways. For some, meditation or mindfulness can offer profound emotional relief. These practices, once seen as fads, have become well-researched and proven methods for improving mental health. Meditation helps calm the mind, reduce stress, and alleviate symptoms of depression. Mindfulness techniques teach people to focus on the present moment, which can be particularly beneficial for those struggling with grief or anxiety about the future. By nurturing mental health, older adults can find greater peace of mind, reduce the impact of emotional distress, and reclaim a sense of purpose and joy. The importance of social connections and support systems. Human connection is an essential aspect of maintaining emotional well-being at any age, but it takes on a particular significance in later years. One of the most profound impacts of aging is the loss of loved ones, whether through death, moving away, or the inevitable changes that come with the aging process. Loneliness, especially in old age, is a major risk factor for developing mental health issues, such as depression and anxiety. Therefore, staying socially active and cultivating relationships is crucial for emotional health. The beauty of human relationships lies in their capacity to nurture and heal. For older adults, forming new friendships, staying in touch with family, and engaging in community activities can provide a sense of belonging that counters isolation. Technology, for example, has made it easier than ever for older adults to stay connected with loved ones, whether through video calls, social media, or other digital platforms. These virtual connections can help mitigate feelings of loneliness, especially for those who may not be able to leave their homes as often as they once did. Support groups are also an invaluable resource for older adults, providing opportunities to connect with others facing similar experiences. Whether dealing with the loss of a spouse, coping with health problems, or navigating life transitions, support groups create a space for shared understanding and emotional exchange. The bonds that form within these groups can alleviate feelings of isolation, offering comfort and solidarity in times of struggle. Having a network of friends, family, and support systems is not just beneficial, but necessary for mental health in later years. It helps older adults feel seen and heard, and fosters a sense of importance and value within their community. These emotional connections can be as vital as physical care, helping individuals find the strength to cope with the challenges of aging. Breaking the stigma around mental health in aging. There is an unfortunate societal stigma attached to mental health struggles, particularly when they are experienced by older adults. Often, mental health issues are seen as something to be ashamed of, or worse, as a natural and unchangeable part of aging. This pervasive stigma can prevent many older adults from seeking the help they need, leading them to suffer in silence. Additionally, there is a societal tendency to view aging as a time when emotional vitality should naturally decline. The truth, however, is that emotional health is just as important in later years as it is during younger stages of life. It is crucial to address this stigma head-on, both for the sake of older adults' well-being and for the society as a whole. By fostering an open dialogue about the importance of mental health in old age, we can create an environment where older adults feel comfortable seeking help, discussing their emotions, and sharing their challenges without fear of judgment. This cultural shift could go a long way in improving the mental health of older adults, helping to dismantle the harmful notion that emotional struggles are an inevitable part of aging. The interconnectedness of mental and physical health. Physical and mental health are deeply intertwined. A decline in mental health can exacerbate physical health issues and vice versa. When an individual struggles emotionally, it can lead to an increase in physical ailments such as chronic pain, high blood pressure, or fatigue. Likewise, physical health problems like mobility issues or chronic illness can contribute to depression, anxiety, and feelings of helplessness. This reciprocal relationship underscores the importance of addressing both aspects of well-being. Taking care of one's physical health through exercise, proper nutrition, and regular checkups is crucial for maintaining mental health. Similarly, engaging in activities that boost emotional health, such as socializing, practicing mindfulness, or seeking therapy, can have a positive effect on physical well-being. The key is balance, ensuring that both the body and mind are nurtured equally to promote overall health. The power of self-care and acceptance. Another critical aspect of maintaining mental health in older age is the practice of self-care. As we age, it becomes all too easy to forget the importance of taking time for ourselves to relax, enjoy hobbies, or indulge in activities that bring us joy. The demands of caregiving, maintaining a household, and managing health concerns can overshadow the need for personal care. Yet, engaging in regular self-care practices, whether through relaxation, creative expression, or physical activity, is vital for sustaining emotional well-being. Self-care is also about learning to accept help and not feeling ashamed of needing assistance. There is strength in asking for help when needed, whether it's for emotional, physical, or logistical support. Accepting that aging comes with challenges and seeking out the support required to overcome them is an important part of maintaining mental health. It's about embracing vulnerability, which in turn opens the door to deeper connections and a more fulfilling life. The gift of aging with mental health awareness. In conclusion, mental health in older adulthood deserves just as much attention and care as physical health. It is a time of life that can be filled with joy, growth, and fulfillment, but only if we address the emotional challenges that often arise. From therapy and support groups to building strong social connections and practicing self-care, there are numerous ways to support mental well-being in later years. By breaking the stigma surrounding mental health, encouraging open conversations, and prioritizing emotional health alongside physical care, older adults can thrive in their later years. The message is clear: mental health does not diminish with age. Instead, it evolves and must be actively nurtured throughout life. When older adults take proactive steps to care for their emotional well-being, they unlock the potential for greater joy, resilience, and fulfillment. Life does not stop at any age. It transforms. By embracing this transformation with open arms, older adults can continue to lead vibrant, connected, and meaningful lives,